Hello and welcome to another edition of News Showcase. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Reports say extreme heat waves claimed the lives of 8 people in India's eastern Odisha state. According to official data, heat-related ailments claimed the lives of 60 individuals in the country between March and May. As heat-related deaths in rural areas are often underreported, the actual figure is thought to be far higher. According to officials, India is currently experiencing its longest heat wave on record, with temperatures rising beyond 50 degrees in some places. On May 31st, at least 33 people, including election officials, died of heat stroke in Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and Odisha. Water shortages have also affected several parts of the country, with excessive temperatures putting a tremendous demand on available resources. The monsoon, which arrived last month in southern Kerala state, is expected to provide some respite as it moves northwards in the coming days. As the new government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi sets down to work, the focus has shifted to the key post of Speaker of the House. According to reports, the two key allies, the TDP and the JDU, have shown interest in the role, amid speculation that the BJP would keep it for itself. Reports in the media say the party's leader in Andhra Pradesh, Purandeshwari, is a likely frontrunner. Coalition partners are keen on the role, as the Speaker has the mandate to disqualify lawmakers when they switch sides in Parliament. The current government has retained the top 4 ministers, Amit Shah, Jai Shankar, Rajnath Singh and Nirmala Sitharaman, in the roles they served in the previous government. The upgraded terminal at the Trichy International Airport became operational today. An aircraft operated by budget carrier Indigo was given a water cannon salute as it landed there. The terminal, which was built at a cost of more than 100 crore rupees, took 3 years to be completed. According to reports, after the upgrade, the airport has the capability to handle 12 flight operations per hour. It also has the technical expertise to handle more than 200 flights per day. The airport, located in central Tamil Nadu, serves Asian destinations with direct flights to Singapore and Kuala Lumpur. It also serves as a gateway to the Southeast Asian region and one of the state's second biggest, after the air terminal in Chennai. A man driving a bulldozer in Uttar Pradesh unleashed his machine on a toll gate after he was asked to pay to get through. The angry driver, who refused to pay, bulldozed his way instead, smashing the barriers, counters and crash guards at the facility in Harper. Staff filmed the incident on the highway connecting the Indian capital Delhi with the city of Lucknow. Drivers clashing with toll collectors in India is not uncommon, but no one expected a rampage on this scale. Reports said the violent driver fled the scene and the police are trying to trace him. Last week, another driver ran over a toll booth employee in Harper to avoid paying to use the road. The Vice President of Malawi has died in a plane crash in the north of the country. A high-ranking government source said Vice President Saulos Chilima and 9 other passengers were on board the jet when it crashed into a forest on Tuesday. Due to poor weather, the military aircraft was unable to land in the city of Mazuzu and was instructed to return to the capital, Lilongwe, before it vanished. Reports said rescue operations were concentrated in a forest area and the search was being hampered by foggy conditions. The US and other countries have offered to help with the search and rescue operations. The US Embassy in Malawi said it was collaborating with the government to offer all available assistance. A fire in Bangkok's well-known open-air Chatuchak market claimed the lives of almost 1,000 animals and destroyed nearly 100 stores. Besides rats, pythons and geckos, the pet zone also included caged birds, dogs, cats and snakes that were burned to death. Authorities stated that there have been no reports of human casualties or injuries and that the fire was caused by an electrical short circuit. Chatuchak is one of the largest markets in Southeast Asia, with tens of thousands of stores crammed into tiny alleyways. Some store owners reside in the market, but it is unknown how many were present when the fire started. Chatuchak is the biggest and most well-known weekend market in Thailand. It is said to attract up to 200,000 visitors on Saturdays and Sundays. The market's pet section is open on all days. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak unveiled the manifesto of his Conservative Party, which he claims would give voters the kind of financial stability that the opposition Labour Party will never deliver. The UK will vote on July 4th to pick a new parliament, and the announcement of the polls took many by surprise. With only weeks to go, Sunak's party is badly behind in opinion polls, and he is expected to impress voters with his audacious proposal to reduce taxes, stimulate the economy, and restrict immigration. The manifesto, which outlines the policies his party will implement if it is elected to run the government, is another chance for Sunak to capitalize on his previous tax cuts. Before the manifesto was released, Labour said, "Whatever the Tories will announce, the money is not there to deliver their promises." South Korea has said its soldiers opened fire as a warning after North Korean troops unintentionally crossed the border. The two Koreas are separated by a demilitarized zone, which is closely watched by both sides. It said a small group of North Korean soldiers carrying pickaxes and other field equipment crossed into South Korea. About 20 people were involved in the incident, and they pulled out after the warning shots were fired. The incident comes after hundreds of balloons packed with trash have been floated by the North to border towns in the South in recent weeks. In response, the South used loudspeakers to transmit K-pop music and propaganda to the North. Reports say the South observed North Korean soldiers setting up mines along the border and cutting off train links in recent months. Singapore Airlines has sent compensation offers to customers on a trip from London to Singapore last month that experienced extreme turbulence, resulting in dozens of injuries and one fatality. The airline said passengers with mild injuries have been offered 10,000 USD, and those with serious injuries can talk about offers tailored to their requirements. It said 11 passengers are still receiving medical attention in Bangkok hospitals 3 weeks after the trip on the 20th of May. After experiencing what the airline described as abrupt severe turbulence while flying over Myanmar, dozens of passengers on flight SQ3-2 suffered injuries, and a 73-year-old passenger died from a suspected heart attack. Passengers who were not fastened to their seats were the worst sufferers. The plane was forced to make an emergency landing in Bangkok. The U.S. proposed Israel-Gaza ceasefire agreement has received endorsement from the UN Security Council in a vote. The plan lays out requirements for a full and complete ceasefire, the return of murdered hostages remains, the release of hostages held by Hamas, and the swapping of Palestinian detainees. The U.S. drafted resolution received votes from 14 out of the 15 members of the Security Council. Russia didn't vote. The resolution calls on Hamas to endorse the ceasefire plan and declares that Israel has approved it. This indicates that the three-part strategy that President Joe Biden outlined last month has the support of the Security Council, in addition to several other states and the G7 group of the richest countries in the world. The proposal would conclude with a comprehensive plan for Gaza's restoration, as the region has been substantially devastated by the fighting. After being stabbed by an unidentified attacker in a Chinese public park, 4 U.S. university tutors are currently being treated in a hospital. According to a college statement, the professors from Iowa Cornell College suffered injuries in a serious incident while visiting a park during the day in Jilin province in northern China. A U.S. State Department representative said they were aware of allegations of a stabbing incident in Jilin. Cornell College said the 4 teachers had been instructing as part of a partnership with a university in China. One of the Beihua University members was with the group when they visited the park on Monday. The incident appears to have been quickly censored on China's internet, with searches showing nothing about the attack. In an effort to catch up in the AI race, Apple plans to integrate OpenAI's ChatGPT into its operating systems and Siri voice assistant. At its annual developers conference on Monday, the iPhone maker unveiled several new features, including the makeover of Siri. It is a component of the Apple Intelligence System, a new personalized AI system designed to make using Apple products easier for users. Billionaire Elon Musk has threatened to ban iPhones at his firms if Apple went ahead with the plan, and described the move as a major security threat. Separately, Musk had sued OpenAI, which he co-founded in 2015, saying it abandoned the startup's original mission to develop AI for the benefit of humanity and not for profit. Thank you for watching. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Do tune in, same time tomorrow, for a roundup of the latest news and updates in India and around the world.